I am Dr. Sati Jagtap, working as an assistant professor in New Arts Commerce Science College, Ahmednagar, in the Department of Business Administration. In this session, we are going to discuss about the trademarks, meaning, and the work covered under trademarks, and registration process of a trademark. In the earlier lecture, we discussed the intellectual property. IP refers to the creation of human minds like invention, literary and artistic work, symbols, name, images and design used in the field of commerce. Uh, Trademark is also one of the type of IP, intellectual property. Trademark is a form of intellectual property consisting of a recognizable symbol, design, or expression differentiating goods or services of a particular source from those of others. Trademarks used to differentiate services are usually referred to as service marks. A trademark we see on a box, even on a sticker or a coupon, even on a product also. So trademark are also placed on a company premises or in the premises of the organization for the purpose of their identity, and legally it is known as kind of intellectual property. The concept of trademark, if you see, is in the foundation of one's business to differentiate from others. Uh, a good trademark is often the best salesman. So those who are having a good trademark or their identity, their organization's identity with the trademark, they don't have to do too much salesmanship. So that's why a good trademark is often the best salesman of the goods, and is a visual symbol of goodwill also, and it is a stamp of quality. So every businessman who has spent a considerable amount of money making his mark popular will try to secure it from usage by unsurplus competitors. So everyone try to protect the trademark which he created. So protection of trademark is important not only from the business point of view but also the protection of consumer from fraud and imposition also. So in India, trademarks are protected by the Trademark Act 1999. So there are different types of trademarks, and in the new definition, some different shapes of goods, packaging, and even a combination of colors also added in the trademarks. So according to the new definition of mark under the Act, a mark includes shape of goods, packaging, and combination of colors also. So just I mentioned there are different types of trademarks like brand, labels, smell trademark, sound trademarks. So we will see one by one. Brand is one of the type of trademark. Actually, brand is the name given to organization, or it consists of symbols, logo. So if you see the word brand, and in the definition just I mentioned, it is a brand is the name given to a particular symbol. So it refers those kinds of symbols which are branded on the goods, in which case the symbols themselves would constitute the trademark. Different symbols here I have shown in my PPT. Adidas, different logo is there, Nike symbol is there. These are the popular brands. Another type of trademark is label. Actually, these labels are pasted on the packaging of a particular products, or it is printed on paper. So it refers to composite mark containing various features including devices, words and descriptive expressions usually printed on paper, which can be pasted or attached to colors, are exceptional and can be registered when they become differentiate by extensive use and acquiring this label acquiring a secondary meaning also. Another type of trademark is a smell trademark. If a specific smell can satisfy the twin requirement of differentiate, distinctiveness and graphical representation, it may qualify as a trademark and would be eligible for registration under the 1999 Act. Uh, Next type of trademark is service mark. A service mark is used in commerce to identify and differentiate the services of one provided by others, and to indicate the source of services. It is basically useful in differentiating one service provider from the other. Service mark cover only provision of services but not any substantial goods. As you know, trademarks are for goods. The service, the goods themselves or their containers. For example, the labels of Coca-Cola written on the body of the bottle. So it is a service mark. Another type of trademark is trade name. In the definition itself, the mark includes name. As such, the term trademark includes trade name. Another type of trademark is holograms. Actually, holograms are increasingly being used as a trademarks. A hologram trademark is a non-conventional trademark where a hologram is used to perform the trademark's function of uniquely identifying the commercial origin of products or services. Uh, Actually, it is emblem on the particular products. Hologram. Next type of trademark is house mark and product mark. So, in a trade, particularly in the pharmaceutical trade, so many times we come across two types of trademarks. One is product mark and another is house mark. So, product mark is used in respect of one particular product, and it is often referred as the brand name, product mark. Actually, for a particular product, the name is given, and that is name we call it as a brand name, and it is a product mark. And the other mark is the house mark, which is used on all the product of the manufacturer. Take the example of Sony. Sony is the house mark for a variety of products or services, and you can differentiate the other services or goods from these particular brand Sony. So Sony is the house mark for a variety of product or services from one company, such as television, earphone, washing machine. All are the product of Sony, mobile phone, laptops, etc. So Sony also maintain various products, product mark also, such as Trinitron for television, even personal stereos and Walkman or personal stereos are there from Sony. So Sony has product mark also and the house mark also. Sony is considered as a house mark and Trinitron is considered as a product mark. Another type of trademark is device and shape. Device is a mark which refers to any pictorial representation and which doesn't come under any other category, whereas shape of goods and package include case, box, container, etc. and does form a trademark. So, particular company's product is generally contained in a package, and that package shape or the case or the box also come under the trademark. So you have to do registration process to protect your shape and device also under the Company Act 1999. So next is sound trademark, and we are all familiar with the signature tune, which has been popular with broadcasting organizations for long. Television, Doordarshan has a popular tune. even All India Radio, for some programs they have their popular tunes, and these tunes also can be registered under the trademarks. So the sound trademarks are becoming popular as a sound signature. Doesn't need a translation or script to be understood. In India, sound mark may be registered as a trademark under the 1990 Act, provided they are distinctive and capable of being represented graphically. So some of the examples I mentioned here: sound signature of Nokia, LG, Samsung, and Windows. Another type of trademark is collective mark. Collective mark is one used by members of a cooperative association, union, or other collective group or other group of organizations to identify the source of goods or services. I have quoted here one example: the Woolen Manufacturer Association may register a distinctive mark as their trademark, and members of that association will be permitted to use that mark as long as they are member of that association, and subject to the association conditions as to quality of wool, the form of use of the mark, and related matters. Next is the registration of trademark. So registration process of these trademarks in India is based on the first to file basis. Those who will file their registration first will be considered as a first to file basis. So therefore, it is important to apply for registration as soon as possible. A trademark usually takes generally 2 to 3 years to get registered if the trademark is not being opposed by third party. So trademark applications are handled by the Office of the Controller General of Patents, Trademarks, Industrial Design, and Geographical Indications. And branches of these offices are available in Mumbai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, and Chennai, Delhi. So Section 18 of this Act 1999 deals with the application for registrations, and mainly it includes any person claiming to the proprietor of a trademark used or proposed to be used by him, who is desire of registering it, shall apply in writing to the registrar in the prescribed manner for the registration of his trademark. So one has to do the written application for a registration process, and a single application may be made for registration of trademark for different classes of goods and services, and you require to pay the fees therefore shall be in respect of each such class of good or services. Every application under subsection shall be filled in the office of the trademark registry within whose territorial limits the principal place of business in India of the applicant, or in the case of joint applicants, the principal place of business in India of the applicant whose name is first mentioned in the application as having a place of business in India. So subject to the provision of this act, the registrar may refuse the application or may accept it absolutely or subject to such amendments or even modification, conditions or limitation if any may think fit. And in the case of refusal, even registrar can refuse the proposal. So in the case of refusal or conditional acceptance of an application, the registrar shall record in writing the ground for such refusal or conditional acceptance and the materials used by him in arriving at his decision. And section 19 deals with withdrawal of acceptance. Section 20 of the Act deals with the advertisement of application. Section 21 deals with opposition to registration, and section 22 deals with the correction and amendments. So what can be registered? What features can be registered under these registration process? Some of them could include word mark. A word mark actually these are marks which are words per se, like Tata, Honda, Pepsi. The words can be typed in the online application. You require to type the word in the online application. Another feature you can register, that is device mark. These are marks which have a logo only or have a combination of word and logo. So for an artistic feature, example, the Honda and H logo, you require to upload the JPG file while filling online application form. Another feature you can register, that is shape of goods. These are shape of goods uh, which are not functional or arise on account of nature of goods themselves. For example, tubular one bar, you require to again file to upload with the shape also. Next is packaging. The packaging of a product is registrable as a trademark, and for example, the wrapper of biscuit packet, and you require to again upload the JPG file of that particular wrapper. Next is the sound mark. These are the sound which identify a product like a marketing tune. For example, Airtel jingle tune. The note have to be uploaded again in MP3 format. And last is a three-dimensional mark. These are marks which show a product is a three-dimensional feature. And again, you require to upload a JPG file for the registration of three-dimensional mark. So this is all about trademark. Thank you.